Hello, France. It's me, Chip. I love you. I've always loved you. I love running my fingers through your French hair, staring into your French eyes, caressing your French skin. And I hope you'll purchase our French edition of Sex Criminals, available through Glenat. It is sexy, but not too sexy, and criminal-ish, but not too criminal-ish. So yeah, you can enjoy it with the whole family, except not the whole family. Did I mention I love you?
Belle déclaration de Chip Zdarsky, le co-auteur et dessinateur de Sex Criminals, disponible chez Glénat depuis le 15 avril, qui relance ainsi leur label comics. Dessinateur depuis 15 ans, auteur de séries assez confidentielles comme Prison Funnies et Monster Cop, il est aussi illustrateur pour le National Post. Il a rencontré en ligne il y a plusieurs années Matt Fraction, scénariste entre autres de Hawkeye, avec qui il travaille désormais sur Sex Criminals. C'est le premier titre de cette envergure pour Chip Zdarsky. Seul problème, les deux co-auteurs habitent chacun sur une côte différente du continent américain.
At the beginning of working together, it was tricky because he's on the West Coast and he has kids. He would only ever be able to talk to me on the phone about the book after he put the kids to bed, which is around midnight, 1 in the morning my time. So we'd end up staying up really late, just kind of giggling and talking about all of our old sexual experiences and talking about girls. And it was funny. I think my girlfriend started to get a little jealous. She's like, why isn't Chip coming to bed? He's up talking to Matt again. We fell into a routine after a little while because it's all pretty much email. We'll talk on the phone once an issue just to kind of figure things out.
S'ils ont l'occasion de se croiser en convention, la plupart du travail se fait donc à distance pour eux deux, depuis le début.
And so he pitched me the idea. He was like, I still have the email. I was like, hey, do you want to do a comic where people have sex and they stop time and rob banks? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. And we kind of worked it all out quickly. Like, it was like 3 or 4 hours of just emails back and forth where we came up with characters and situations. And it was easy enough to do because it felt like it was just for us. Like, we were just like trying to make each other laugh. And even doing the first issue, like it was Matt writing for me and me drawing for Matt. And we didn't expect anyone else to enjoy it, really. We thought we'd be canceled after 3 issues, so.
Heureusement, le succès est au rendez-vous et l'œuvre remporte l'Eisner Awards de la meilleure série en 2014.
When I got the Eisner, you have to go on stage to get it, and I just grabbed it and just like wanted to run away with it. And before somebody went, oh wait, no, that wasn't for you. Oh, that was a mistake. Like, it doesn't seem very real. A lot of it's to do with the fact that when you're working on a comic, you work by yourself in a room, alone, so lonely, all day long, and just you don't even think about other people enjoying the work because you're so busy by yourself making it. So to go from working by yourself to an award ceremony with tons of people that like your work is weird and it's unsettling because also as an artist, I hate myself. All artists pretty much hate themselves, so if someone gives you an award, you're always like, that's a mistake.
Sex Criminals met en scène la rencontre de John et Suzy, deux personnes qui arrêtent le temps quand ils ont un orgasme. Ils profitent de ce pouvoir pour dévaliser quelques banques, dans l'espoir tout d'abord de sauver une bibliothèque. Les deux auteurs envisagent donc comment les deux protagonistes ont géré la découverte de leur sexualité, en même temps que leur étrange pouvoir.
The funny thing is, when we started working on the book, the plot was from the man's point of view, from John's point of view, and it wasn't working. Like, we kept thinking, there's something missing here. Then we realized we're just a couple of middle-aged straight white guys talking about a straight white guy. And that's the easy way out. That's boring, frankly. And so as soon as we switched it over to Susie, the female character, it became a bit more challenging.
Édité aux États-Unis par Image Comics, le duo a bénéficié d'une liberté totale et a pu travailler selon ses règles et ses envies.
And our only kind of rules that we have kind of internally between Matt and I is if there's sex in the comic, it is never designed to titillate. It's never designed to arouse a reader. One of the safeguards against that is the fact that the models that I use, like I have friends that model for the characters of John and Susie, and I love those guys, and I don't want to put them in a position where they're overly sexualized in the comic because I respect both of them, and the sex in the story is about the story. If ever there's a sex scene in the story, it's to further advance the plot or the character development.
L'histoire se déroule en partie dans les années 80, une époque où la pornographie n'avait pas encore cette accessibilité instantanée qu'Internet lui a donnée. À l'époque, il fallait se déplacer en boutique spécialisée pour se procurer ce matériel pour adultes.
I feel like the idea of going out to procure sexual materials now is become a fetish in itself. Like you just said, like you don't want to be recognized. So as an element of danger for people if they want to go to the sex shop to purchase their items. In Sex Criminals, we talk a lot about the idea of porn in the woods. The fact that so many people, especially of my generation, their first discovery of pornography was in the forests. Like you walk through a forest and all of a sudden you find an erotic magazine. Like who's leaving these magazines out there? I always pictured like these weird middle-aged men like, bye honey, going for a walk. Walk out in the forest with your magazine, leave the magazine there. When I was young, my friend and I found like a whole garbage bag full of old Playboys at the dump, the town dump. And we dragged it to the woods. We found a tree that was hollow. We just like filled it with pornography. It was a giant porno tree. Which, you know, only lasted so long. It gets moldy and it's just pretty gross. Yeah, there's a tactile nature to it. Like, whenever I find rotting, moldy paper, I get sexually aroused now.
Laissons cheap à ses traumatismes d'adolescence et à ses fantasmes. Sex Criminals compte pour l'instant 2 volumes aux États-Unis et est toujours en cours de publication. De simples passages chez nous pour fêter la sortie française de son album, le dessinateur a dû donc repartir très vite au Canada pour que ses héros, eux, puissent passer du bon temps.